All right, Mr. Francie, Rain Investor Growth Conference is coming up very soon. Less than a month to go. November 19th starts at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. What's this event all about? And it's members only. It's member exclusive here, so which is really, really cool. I love doing events when it's just our members, Patrick, because we can speak at a different level. When we have the public there, we have to adjust kind of what we speak to. In this case, members only, we can get much more in the weeds, can't we?
Well, let's just, be straight about it. When we go out to the public, we're also trying to grow the community. We, of course, that's our revenue model, but plus it grows the network and it's all beneficial for everybody. But at the end of the day, in this kind of an environment, to your point, Rain members have a different level of sophistication, a different level of understanding, trying to get non-sophisticated members to even consider investing in real estate right now. That's hard work. The sky is falling. The world's coming to an end. Putin's going to push the button. We're all going to be gone tomorrow. It's awful. So in the Rain community, however, this event is really about, and I came up with the analogy, JG, and that is that I see, and I've been through a number of recessions. I think 4 for sure, and I think 5 in my lifetime.
And dude, you're definitely old enough to have seen 5 for sure.
Yeah, I think it's 5. But anyways, the point is this: is that here's my fundamental theme. A recession is fertilizer for opportunity, and that's where growth lives. We all came off this high of what was coming out of early in 2022. Of course, we fell off the cliff, and all of a sudden there's the reality of what's happening in a market cycle. But here's the thing about it, JG. This is the market cycle to buy. When we're in the cycle called the slump, now is when we need to get in there and start looking for deals. And it's not about buying everything. And I get that interest rates are going up, and I get all of that. Been there, done it. The point is that this is where the opportunity is. This is where growth actually lives.
You said it perfectly, which is a recession is the fertilizer for opportunity. And that's the truth. The fact is do you have to get involved in the shit and go get those opportunities? Yeah, you do. If you're going to spread some fertilizer, Patrick, you're getting a little bit on you. That's the bottom line.
Yeah, that's true. And I don't want to minimize in any way the impact of a recession. But, because it affects people's lives. I've got all of that. And some Rain members are being affected by the way, I'm also aware of that. So I'm not minimizing it or making light of it in any way, shape, or form. But also in the world of Rain, as we often say, this is about solving someone else's problems. It's not about taking advantage of anybody. It's not taking advantage of anybody's downtime. It's actually going in with the attitude is there's a motivated vendor. I can go in to solve that problem. And I have to say, JG, is that Rain members have been solving many, many people's problems over the years, which served the person that they were solving the problem for and served them as a real estate investor. And that's really what this conference is all about. We're going to bring in trusted partners. We're going to have 2 different tracks, one of which is armchair investing and one is in the trenches.
Yep. Yeah. Armchair investing being, writing a check and letting someone else do the active work. And then being in the trenches, meaning you doing the active work. And maybe there's a combination there, Patrick. And that's what I love about this event. Maybe there's a combination where there's some in the trenches and some armchair. Every Rain member is going to be able to pick their track and also bounce between the tracks in order to create their perfect conference. That's why we call it the Rain Investor Growth Conference, because growth will be the theme. This is about growing to the next level, and this is the time to do it.
It's interesting because I do spend time on Twitter and LinkedIn and not so much on Facebook. But the point is I'm paying attention to the narratives that are running out there. And of course, in the world of, I'll use realtors as an example, but in the home buyer world or the home seller world, it's a totally different conversation. Oh my gosh, the interest rates, and oh my gosh, somebody's taking advantage. Oh my gosh, they paid 1.6 and now it's worth 1.3. Listen, folks, we get all of that. I hear it. Do not buy into those headlines. I say this time and time again, JG. We really spend a lot of time letting the Rain community know that, this is not the time to stand still. And it doesn't mean you got to go buy tomorrow. It doesn't mean you're going to buy everything you see. It means that now's the time where you got to get in motion and start moving and putting your capital to work. Given, if you think the world is coming to an end, there's no better time than to put your capital to work right now, because you're going to need it.
And the fact is you got to get into action. And that action means coming to the Right Investor Growth Conference. That is the first step. And then from there, you can create your next action step. So November 19th, 11 a.m., the start time, Eastern time. This is a REIN member exclusive event. If you're not a REIN member and you're watching this, you're thinking, shit, I wish I was a REIN member, then don't worry. Go to REINcanada.com, get involved, become a member, become a part of this great community, and you can come to the conference.
Absolutely, 100%. It's going to be amazing. Great group of trusted partners showing up. Great group of individuals. It'll be a smaller event, so more intimate. And get your questions asked. Get your questions answered. You know, that's really what the goal of this whole event is to get people engaged, stay part of this community, you know, which is always a culture of support and guidance. So that's what we're here for, JG.
We'll see you there, folks.
See you there.